there. Good morning. We are into our day 8. This is Sasha Sabbath of EntrepreneurSoulCoach.com, and we are in the hashtag Thrive, Make Money, Lead for our Radical Soul Expansion and Success 30-day tip series. We're on day number 8. Today's date is about protecting your energy and protecting your environment. So what does all that mean, really? What it means is you doing what you can to create filters and shields and radars that allows you to choose the energies that will impact you and the degree to which energies will impact you. There's so much that's within our power to do, to take care of ourselves, and to give us a space or a sacred space, a container, that's the word I'm looking for, that allows us to be the best that we can be, where we can rise up and express the kinds of personality, behaviors, beliefs, and have access to our intuition in ways that are not blocked. And all of this has to do with energy flow, what we allow us to influence us. And this today is going to be 2 particular principles and concepts and techniques that'll help you do just that. So let's begin with, why are we doing this tip series? Why am I doing this tip series? Hi there, Joe. And the reason that I'm doing this tip series is because we are living in radically changed and challenging times. Not just in the United States, which is where I am, but all over the world. This is a time. Hi, Sylvia. I think you're going to love this, Sylvia. So glad to see you here. This is a time where we are being called to be more and more the humanitarian-based personalities. Hi there, Young. The ways in which we hold ourselves as the human species. And it's all about bringing what I call heaven to earth, accessing your spiritual energies to create the success that you want in the outer world and the person that you want to be in the outer world, so that you can not only have what you want, but also to be what I call a light leader. Somebody who is carrying high values, high standards, knows spiritual laws, connects to their spiritual guidance, connects and continues to craft and heal themselves so that they are in sync with their soul, to bring out what you came here to do in this lifetime. So my focus in this tip series is to give you self-empowerment, spiritual techniques, intuition, energy management, energy transmuting techniques, as well as opening up your creative access so that whatever you do for income, whatever you do as an impactor in your household and in your community, has access to the highest wisdom that you are able to tap into and draw into and through your physical body out into the world, because now is the time. So many people are waking up to what? Waking up to how much power they really have to design the life they want, both from the standpoint of creating the material world that they want, the health world, the relationship world, but also impacting how people treat one another on a humanitarian basis in the physical world, in your communities, and maybe even globally, if that's on your soul purpose path, to offer and bring your presence that will bring a global shift. Now, those of you who are new to the tip series, please, if you're not already in the Light Leader group, you want to go to unit number 14. You want to join the Light Leader group. It's called Light Leader Power for Success and Mission Impact. And then hop on over to unit 14, where we have all the previous 8 days. Today's day 8, so we've got days 1 through 7 already waiting for you in the unit 14. We're building an infrastructure of who you are and who you are wanting to shift to, so that you are happier, you have more energy, you have more confidence and courage, greater clarity of where your life is going and what you want to accomplish, even in the midst of all that is going on right now. So that you are aware of the energies that are challenging for people, the pain, the suffering, the fear, the anger, the sorrow, the helplessness, the hopelessness, and for you to see a road of possibility, for you to embody a person who can meet the challenges and still create wellness, goodness, happiness, abundance, and help others to at least open up to those possibilities and to move forward. That is what this tip series is about. For those of you who are new to me, I'm a psychic, intuitive, visionary, and medium, and all those titles. I am multidimensional in that I access higher realms and bring them to the earth plane. I have access to my soul, my higher self, my spirit teams, and beyond. And I'm also a healer. I'm a long distance healer, as well as a hands-on healer for humans and other species. I'm also a soul purpose expert. I have the gift to see into you and see the highest expression of your soul purpose path, the different ranges of options for you. And my commitment, my mission is to assist you in guiding yourself, navigating yourself, healing, clearing, and opening yourself up to your soul purpose path at its highest octave by assisting you in strengthening your connection to your spiritual worlds, regardless of what your religion is. Yes, if you have a strong religious background, that's beautiful, that's wonderful. And here's the thing, we all have that. We all have that connection to the higher realms, regardless of the title and the label we put on it. And I am here to help you to open yourself up to use these tools so that you can go through the truth of your emotions, the truth of your beliefs, to make the changes that you want and create a fabulous life regardless of what is happening here. Yes, to know what is going on and to not be airy-fairy about it, but to bring to you the goodness and the best options that you are able to magnetize to you because you have done the inner work, the inner alignment, the inner commitments that'll make it happen. All right, so that's why we're here. And if you go to days number 1 through 7, you will see a foundation set of tools and techniques in unit number 14 that will assist you in meeting head on what's happening and opening yourself up to bringing more light for your own fulfillment and for your own self-healing, as well as helping others to do the same. All right, so those are the basics. That's what we're doing here. Let's talk about today's tip. The first thing for you to imagine, I'm going to give you a 3-step process. There is a grounding and centering tip that I would like you to go back into the library of unit number 14 and for you to find the tip that has to do with grounding and clearing your energy. I believe that it is day 3. And using that as the prep for what we're going to do today is what I'm going to ask you to do so that you can really get the most power out of this particular tip. Right now, we're going to take a shortcut version. On day 3, you'll have access to a very thorough cleaning, clearing, protection protocol. And what we're going to do today is a cut to the chase. If you don't have time to set yourself up according to what day 3 teaches, at least you'll be able to do this quickly. So step number 1 is for you to imagine that there is a ball of light that completely surrounds you, a divine ball of light. And this ball of light allows you to be in the center of it. And in that center of this ball of light, you are calm, you are peaceful. Now, if you do not feel that way at the time that you use this exercise, just imagine that you are and do the best you can. Like I said, if you go, when you go into day 3, you'll be able to see how to shift your energies, your emotions, and your beliefs so that you can arrive at this particular state of being more peaceful, more grounded, and happier. And for now, just imagine that you are, to the best of your ability, with this beautiful, divine bubble of light, pristine, sparkling bubble of light all around you. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is that you imagine at the base of your spine is a grounding cord, a cylinder of light that goes deep into the earth and connects to a crystalline boulder. This beautiful, huge boulder is right in the center of Mother Earth, right in the center of the earth. And the grounding cord connects to that. And whoever and whatever connects into that crystalline boulder from this grounding cord becomes transformed with greater goodness and goodwill, with greater love and light. And so what you're doing is you're creating a cylinder of light that is the width of your hips. And whatever is about to be released, which I'm going to explain in a minute, whatever is about to be released, excuse me one second, I have an itch on my nose. Can you believe it? So just one moment, please, while I handle that. Done. So this cylinder of light connects to this boulder, and you're going to be sending down energies that do not serve you down this grounding cord, and it's going to hit this crystalline boulder, and whatever makes contact with this crystalline boulder becomes transmuted so that the earth, the Mother Earth, is not being toxified by what you are releasing, but rather it's being supported. Mother Earth is being supported by whatever it is you are releasing because of this transmuting ability. And so the width of your hips is how this grounding cord is going to fit just snugly. Hi, Karen. You came at just the right time. And what you're doing is you are going to create a second set of tubes, one at the center of the sole of each of the arches of each foot. So the center of your foot at the arch. And each of those cylinders also goes down deep into the earth. And each of those cylinders acts as a breathing tube. So let's just practice something so you get the flow of this. So I'd like you to breathe in through the soles of your feet, through those breathing tubes, and the earth energy comes up your legs, right up through your thighs, right up into your lower body, which is, for those of you who know the chakra systems, chakra 1, 2, and 3. Chakra number 1 is at the very bottom of your pelvic area. Chakra number 2 is in the center of your abdomen. Chakra number 3 is at the center of your, that soft section where the bottoms of your rib cage meet. And the earth energy comes up your legs, comes all the way up into this lower torso area. And then what you want to do is release whatever energies you want to let go of, energies of thoughts, of feelings, energies around circumstances that are not serving you, energies around relationships that are just not going well for you. And you don't have to be that specific. Just hold the intention that you want to let go of energies that just do not serve you. And again, day number 3 of this series will go into greater detail about that. So you're releasing down the grounding cord, those energies that are not in sync with your highest state of comfort, peace, centeredness. So you're breathing in through the soles of your feet up through to the top of your third chakra, and then you exhale down through the grounding cord. What is released goes into the boulder, gets transformed into goodness and goodwill, love and light. All right, now that's going to go on autopilot. And in the meantime, you have this magnificent bubble of light all around you. Now, here is step number 3. And that is, I would like you to imagine there are 2 parts to this. Step number 3 is that you see a huge sun looming up into the sky. This is a divine sun, a sun that is packed full of God's love and light, pristine divine energy. It too is a transformational, purifying source. And what you're going to do is to send what I'm about to describe to you into that sun, as well as you're going to be using your grounding cord. So there are 2 focuses I'd like you to just become familiar with. One is a sun that is hanging up, looming, suspended in the air, way, way up into the air. And the other is the boulder in the center of the earth, with you having your grounding cord and your breathing tubes. Okay, so you have those reference points. Sun in the air, suspended in midair, grounding cord, boulder, and breathing tubes on the lower part of your body and the lower part of your imagery. So now we are going to do the last section of step 3, which is about 4 or 5 or 6 yards ahead of you. You're going to see a beautiful large rose. This is your protection rose. And depending upon what's going on in your environment, this rose could be 3 feet tall, or this rose could be yards tall, depending upon the need you have to gather any energies in the environment that are not going to serve you. This could be emotions and thoughts, a collective consciousness that is not good for you. This means that you, as you practice the techniques of this series, that means that you are becoming more and more sensitive and more committed to taking charge of your energetic space so that you're able to create a container of personal power, personal space that is spiritually protected and also protected by your intention and your will. So this particular rose is right now in front of you, but it circulates all around you. And as it circulates, it leaves a veneer of protection all around you. So when it's in front of you and it starts to shift, it's not that this area becomes vulnerable and exposed. No. What happens is it like acts as a paintbrush, and it creates a veneer of protection as you circle around your entire energy field. And you are going to also have this rose go above your head and below your feet. So you are creating a pathway and an additional protective shield in addition to what you already have as a bubble of light. You have this additional veneer film that is impenetrable, that is being created by this rose that's out in front of you. As I said, it could be 3 yards, 5 yards, 6 yards, whatever you need. So what we're looking at here is for you to see this large rose in front of you, and it collects any debris energy that, again, doesn't serve you. You want to start living, my suggestion, that's my New York personality coming out, sorry, I suggest that you create a belief system for yourself where you are becoming more and more committed to taking charge of your space, setting boundaries, belief system boundaries, personal laws of values and standards, where you have the right and you express and you make choices of where and how you position yourself so that you have an energetic container of life that serves you the best. And this protective rose is a sponge that picks up, it sucks up energy in your environment that are not serving you. So let's say you have issues at home. Let's say you have issues in your workplace. Let's say you have issues even if there is no physical person there, but you just, whenever you have a dynamic with somebody, the interaction between you on the phone, online, wherever, even in texting, even getting in the social media platforms, all that energy is coming at you. And what you want to do is to have the courage and the confidence to know that this protective rose is going to naturally absorb all of the energies that, again, are not good for you. They're not good for your expansion, your creativity, your happiness, your groundedness, your beliefs, your standards. They don't sync with you. Now, after this rose absorbs, it's going to be full of all this stuff, all this crud that you don't want. And so you then send that rose into that sun. The sun transmutes it and disintegrates it. And then you set up another rose, another rose that does the same thing. And you continue to position these roses one after the other until you intuitively feel that you have created a space of clean energy around you. And if you pick up that there's still some interference in the field, so to speak, as one of my wonderful clients says, then you continue to use the roses. Regardless, what you are doing is you're saying, I want things around me to serve me, empower me, uplift me, support me. I am choosing to use a technique that is going to remove from my space at least the intensity of what might be going on. Maybe you can't remove the source, i.e., if you're in an office and you have a coworker or some sort of a meeting is going on and the vibes are just really off, use the rose and do the best you can. So the rose gets filled up like a sponge. You toss it into the sun and you put up a replacement rose. And if you feel that you've accomplished getting the rose to really vacuum up the space around you and you're comfortable, then just keep the rose in position, circulating around your energy field, including above your head and below your feet. And just know that anything that makes contact with that rose that doesn't serve you is going to get transmuted. Just know that. All right, let's see. That's all we have time for today. I'm not going to go into the second technique, that is to ground a room that you might be in or a building that you might be in. We're going to do that tomorrow. Today was you practicing putting up this protective rose and starting to get very sensitive about how energies impact you, so that if you are not feeling that things are right, you've got this rose to absorb what might be creating that feeling in you. If the energies are coming from you, that you've got a challenging, sorry, I got all this itching, I apologize. If you have a challenging situation that's going on inside of you that creates thoughts and feelings, and even feelings meaning emotions, and even physical sensations that are throwing you off, then just throw that down the grounding cord. Breathe in the earth energy through the soles of your feet. Breathe in divine energy through the top of your head. Strengthen the bubble of light around you. Continue with the rose and allow your intuition to guide you as to when you need to throw energy down the grounding cord, when you need to send another rose out into the sun and put up a replacement rose. Just allow yourself to be guided by your intuition. The bubble of light is a divine container of spiritual, pristine love, light, goodness, and goodwill. So, your exercise is for today, is for you to practice this and share with us your wins. Put into the thread #win when you've used this exercise and you really want to claim for yourself that, by golly, I didn't feel good in this situation, and then describe the situation, describe how you felt. I used my handy dandy rose, sent it off into the sun, breathed in the earth energy through my soles of my feet, divine energy through the top of my head, and I felt, and then fill in the blank, something like that. All right. So again, tomorrow we're going to work on grounding a physical room that you're in, or a building that you're in, or a car, so that you can continue this movement of taking charge of your space, heightening the radar of you being able to pick up on energies, and then activating your determination to create an environment that allows you to function at your best level possible. And also, please hop on over to unit number 14 and go through days 1 through 7. If you have any questions for me, you can just tag my name in this thread or any of the other threads. You must tag my name, or there's a really good chance I'll miss it. And for those of you who now know that you really want more of my approach, where you really want to spend some time with me and let me go over with you what's going on in your life, the things you really want to enhance, strategies, next steps, so that you can keep moving forward in ways that are in line with your personality, your spiritual path, and your needs, then please contact me. Just put #interested in this thread and we'll get in touch with each other. If you would like to be part of my subscription email list, please email me at info@entrepreneursoulcoach.com and we'll set you up. So I don't see, let me see if there are any questions anywhere. 1 second here. I don't think there are any questions. I just want to make double sure. And in the meantime, for those of you who are listening to the replay, please put in the thread here, #replay, so that I know when you listened to this. And if you have any questions for me, just go ahead and write it with the #replay. And just let me know how this tip resonated for you. Because the truth of the matter is, everybody has some very specific opportunities being presented in their life to them, especially at this time. And these tools can be really used to help you accomplish that. And what we're after is giving you a wonderful toolkit where you're able to see the goal that you want to create, and what tips, what tools are going to serve you in moving forward towards that accomplishment in the most energy economical and the most fun and the most effective way to get it done. That's what we're really up to. All right, I don't see any questions here, so I'm just going to go on. Hi there, Laura. Please listen back to this recording or the replay. I think you'll find some very exciting tips in here for you. And right now, I'll say listen to days 1 through 7 in the Unit 14 section. I'll see you tomorrow for day number 9, where we're going to learn how to ground a room, clear a room, or a building, or your car, using this concept of some kind of symbol that's going to absorb any counter energies that don't serve you, and then you filling up the space with divine energy that's going to empower you, uplift you, inspire you, ignite you to be the best that you can be, so that you can have the life you want, both materially, spiritually, with love, health, money, opportunity, creative fulfillment, passionate motivation. That's what you can have, despite what's going on in the country. And it's up to us to help. Wishing you all the best, sending you love. Bye for now. Mwah.